Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything, as long as it's interesting to us.
Yeah, because otherwise, why the hell are we talking about it?
100.
Hey, look who we got checking in. Oakbridge Show.
Uh oh. Uh
Uh
oh.
oh.
Oprah show.
Oakbridge Show. And as a matter of factuality, I'm surprised she up so late because I wonder, I wonder, I wonder
Who?
who wrote the book of
Oakbridge.
Um, kind of an interesting story. We're supposed to actually have Ashley on tonight.
Oh.
And it slipped my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna shoot her the link right now if she is available. Um, well, and it's not like she messaged me at all this week to be like,
Nah, it's all
"Hey."
good. It's all good.
So Ashley, if you're there, I apologize. I just sent you the link in Facebook, Facebook Messenger, which if you could open that up and come on in, we can chat with you about the Oak Bridge show.
Yeah.
While we wait to see if that happens,
Yeah.
um, again, I apologize.
Remember,
My
folks,
whole
today has been crazy for Mark. Let's just put it this way. This is a live interactive show. So we want your comments, we want your questions. And so, if you got questions and whatever, if you want to just bring something random up, ask it. We'll see where it goes.
For sure.
Yeah.
You are correct. It has been a hectic day. I told you I recently started a new position for the state where I am working on uh, a statewide implementation of a major project, and today was our kickoff event to kind of like say to the major like leaders and players throughout the state that hey, here we are, we're coming, get ready, we're going live in just over a year. So
We came to play.
yeah, so that was interesting. But then I got home tonight, and my plan, or me and my wife's plan, was I was going to in our neighborhood. Every once in a while, they do Why Cook Wednesday, where they get a food truck to come out to the
Oh,
hood, and
it's kind of cool.
yeah. So this week was Codfather, and they do fish and
Fish and
chip.
chips.
They do a lot of other stuff too, but yeah. Um, let's see. This is the mayor of Oakbridge. I shall pass the message right along to my associate, Ashley. Be right back.
Oh, mayor.
A
The city
podcast,
of Townsville.
an audio drama page in character. Interesting. Um, so anyways, I go over to the Codfather truck to place my order, and I'm waiting because I got there, I guess, before they were ready to go. And as I'm standing there waiting, I get a phone call from my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she's like, "I just got off the freeway." I'm like, "Okay, cool. So you're running on schedule," because she was going to go pick up my kid, and she said, "Yeah, I just got rear-ended again." I'm sorry, what?
I get
2 times in 2 weeks, basically.
these. I'm telling you, these Nevada drivers, different level, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Different
understand.
level of awful.
So, needless to say, I had to drop. Luckily I hadn't placed my order yet, so I had to
Yeah.
I ran to my car, which wasn't far away, but I ran to my car
So,
and
so wait a minute. Is the food truck at the little
community center.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
the clubhouse.
clubhouse there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's close to my place.
Yeah.
So I ran back over to my car, got in, drove over to the place where my kid goes to school, and picked her up, and uh, then went over to the scene of the crime, if you will, just to check in.
Yeah.
And the highway patrol was there, getting the information from my wife. And the hard part is we don't know if any of the damage was done in this accident because there was already damage from the previous accident. So we looked at pictures comparing
Yeah.
tonight versus how it looked in the pictures. and I couldn't really see. I mean, there was a couple of things where I was like, maybe it's from this. Because I couldn't really tell if it was in the photo. Uh,
Yeah.
Needless to say, very frustrating. Wife is shook.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Two
No.
incidents in a matter of 2 weeks, basically, or 3 weeks. Um,
Well, here's the nice thing. She's okay. And she wasn't at fault. So
that's true. And we're going to Disneyland.
yeah.
So, yeah, hope she doesn't seem to be in any pain or anything, so that's a good sign. Hopefully tomorrow she doesn't wake up with stiff back or anything or neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so needless to say, prepping wise for tonight's show, I really had no time. I did my best. Ashley, again, I apologize. I totally blanked and spaced, and you could have hit me up at some point before now as well to be like, hey, am I coming on?
Am I still on the show tonight, guys?
Because yeah, I know we talked about it, and I know we planned for today because next week we're going to be at Disneyland. Last week we had Jimmy on. So, what do you got there?
So, you know how Corona came out with these new, what are they called? Refrescas?
No, I have not heard of this.
Okay, so these are Corona Refresca. This one is hard. Oh, they're all hard tropical punch. This one happens to be passion fruit.
Okay.
I found these at the store the other day, and so I picked them up, give them a little try.
Okay. Well, crack it open. Tell us how it tastes.
This is one I haven't had, so we'll see what's up. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. I didn't realize I like passion fruit right now. But it's pretty good. Yeah, I dig it.
So I can see that we have a guest coming in. Okay. Cool. We'll bring Ashley in just a couple minutes. So Ashley, I can see you down there. I hope you can hear us and see us. Give me a thumbs up if that is indeed the case. I'm not seeing a thumbs up, and it does seem like she has. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we'll bring you in just a couple of minutes. Before we bring you in, so you've got that. I wanted to. Were you aware that Great Value, the Walmart brand, has started making their own candy bars?
No.
So this one is a Great Value peanut caramel and nougat bar. Also known as a
Snickers. Oh, Kit Kat? I can't.
No, I'm sorry, a Snicker. You're right.
Yeah.
The reason I said a Kit Kat is because they also have made a knockoff Kit Kat, which I had earlier today, which pretty good, pretty spot on. And yesterday,
what's the price on these?
Cheaper? I don't know. Yesterday, I had the knockoff Twix.
Oh, so they just.
So this looks like a Snicker.
Yeah.
Right? You would agree this looks like a Snicker?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Inside looks like a Snicker.
Taste-wise, it's just a skosh off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's close enough.
Yeah, it'll work.
And it is cheaper. And Jenny says,
yo,
they also have
Milky Ways and Three Musketeers.
Okay. Three Musketeers. The king size, $1.35 or 78 cents for a regular size.
Yo, I went to Terrible's last night just to grab because I wanted a soda, and that's normally where I grab my sodas from. And so I was like, you know what? Let me get a candy bar. They didn't have a price on the candy bar, so I took it up to the counter and I said, and there's a young lady that works there, and I've seen her multiple times. So I was like, hey, how's it going? Kind of talking a little bit, and then I was like, yo, how much is this? How much is this candy bar? And she goes, probably too much. And I go, okay, well, just how much? She rings it up, a king size candy bar. It was a Reese's, not a fast break. It's like a Reese's Crunch bar or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's like it looks like something that's new, but it came up. The king size was like 3 something, and I was like, "Oh hell to the no!" Nah, I took that right back. I was like, "Nope, not today."
Yes. Yes, indeed. And I have not heard of rollback pricing in a very long time, so I highly doubt it. And
Rollback.
actually, I think you're too young to even remember rollback pricing. Calm down.
I know they still have they don't do the commercials anymore for the rollback, but they still sometimes on the signage they still have rollback.
And we do have Tyrus checking in as well. I'm so late.
Yeah, you are.
So
sorry. One more thing before we continue. Today I was driving to go to the store because I had to go pick up a couple things for me making dinner, and I see this black cloud in the sky. And then I see this black streak, like something like blew up in the air. And then I see this black streak flying towards the mountains. And I was like, yo, what in the world is going on? And so like I get to the store and I'm like typing into Google, like, was there a plane crash or something? And then and nothing really popped up. And then like I saw a couple other things and I was like, is there an air show? Like it looked like a plane did a loop to loop. And then I guess it was I don't want to say the Blue Angels, but you know, one of those fighter teams that do the tight formations. And yeah, I saw it looks like it flew up, and then I wasn't paying attention, and then like I parked again. When I parked, I saw that they had kind of broken off into like 5 different directions. I was like, oh, okay, that must have been an air show. And so I was looking up air shows. I didn't see anything, but maybe they were just practicing or something. But I was like, yo, that is crazy.
fair enough. Well, let's bring in our special guest for this evening that I totally space on, and I apologize. This special guest is a writer on Murphy's Inc. She actually wrote the arc that is starting this Sunday, and we're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. So
yeah,
so it's good to have her on. She also she came to us by a way of reaching out saying, "Hey, I have an idea for a show," and she pitched it and sent it to us. And while we liked it, we felt like there were some tweaks that might need to be made. And she decided, well, I'm gonna turn this into a novel. Okay, that's cool.
Do that.
And then I was like, hey, why don't you come work on Murphy's Inc? It'll help you, because you know she hadn't written audio drama directly before, and I was like, come work on Murphy's Inc. See how we do things. It's not great, but we do things. And and so she decided to come on board. Stuff. Who would have thought that she'd be coming in and writing a 4-episode arc that I'm really happy with, and I'm excited for the audience to get to hear soon. Yeah. And along the way, she pitched another idea, and this idea was pretty solid. She sent over a pilot, was very solid. And that idea we've talked about a couple times is Oak Bridge. It is a sci-fi thriller. It's in the style of like Stranger Things or X-Files. And I'm going to stop butchering describing it, and I'm going to let her come on and describe it hopefully a whole hell of a lot better than me. Tyra says, Murphy's is not great. No, it's awesome. Let's bring her in. Ashley, the mayor's associate. Ashley, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Welcome to the Fat and Black Connection. We can indeed.
Man.
Okay, cool.
So it is 11:16 for you.
Yeah. Like I have the day off tomorrow. That's the only reason that I'm up this late. Usually I am I've been asleep for about 30 minutes now, usually when you guys go live. And so usually I catch it like the next day
Mhm.
on the rewatch on the YouTube, which I like. I enjoy it. Very entertaining. Um, and so I'm like, well, I got 2 days scheduled off. I'm like, why not? I mean, even if you hadn't just realized that you were supposed to bring me on, I still would have, been in the chat and stuff, making it happen for you guys. Because
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't have to get up.
if you hadn't sent a message, I don't think it would have registered, and I would have I'm glad you did because I would have felt even worse later. Because getting you on, we've talked about doing it for a while, so
Yeah, I mean, I have another week off in like early December, so we still could have,
Oh,
you
great.
know.
Okay, bye. So anyway, no, I'm just kidding, just kidding.
I'm like, okay,
Cold blooded.
I'll just go back and let the mayor continue, the one who
So
likes the
okay,
rollbacks.
so before we get into Oakbridge specifically, or Murphy's for that matter, tell us who you are. Our audience. We've only got a couple thousand watching right now. They may not have a clue who you are, right?
Yeah.
They aside from us mentioning your name here and there. Is there something people would know you from otherwise? And kind of just walk us through who you are, what your background is, uh, you know, a little bit of your life's history, and why are you here today?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, for starters, my name is Ashley. I'll be 26 on Monday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, I live in Georgia in a small town, rural community in Georgia. Like I'm talking like very small. Hi.
Georgia.
That is Daphne from Murphy's Inc. saying hi.
Oh, cool. And oh, sorry, my the old allergies got me down, and my eyes are
Oh no!
watering.
Oh no!
It's fun. It happens like all the time. Like usually when I'm driving, but it's okay.
Nah, it's that time of year.
Yeah, it's like really bad in the fall because they're dry. So anyway, yeah, I'm 26. I live in Georgia. If anyone's out there that I guess you'd probably know me from, if you are a Stranger Things fan, I do co-host a Stranger Things podcast called Ham Radio, a Stranger Things podcast, and we dive deep into the show. We kind of been like we haven't really been recording much because of the strikes and stuff. They haven't been able to film, so hasn't been much to talk about on that front.
I was gonna say, maybe are you in solidarity? Is that why?
No, I mean we've been like recording stuff. It's just been like usually during the season it'll be like at least every week, talking about the episodes and stuff. But it's been like further spaced out. But I mean I'm not in the union. And yeah,
Tyrus, a fellow writer of yours, is she Murphy's youngest writer? The material she gives us is well beyond her years, especially Oakbridge. Again, we'll get there. Continue.
Yes. And in terms of like writing and stuff, Mark, you touched on it, but in terms of like scripts, I never wrote an actual script before the first time around with that audio drama idea. I never really, I've never done anything like this before Murphy's. I've always liked to write. It was always my strongest suit when I was in school, and I, loved to read. I'm big into literature and all that good stuff. And really, I love to create things. Like I think, we live in the world today where everything, is at our fingertips and there's so much available. And I think that if you have an idea that's in your head and you think that it can, germinate and you can do something out of it, then, do it. If you have the means and abilities to do it, just go and do it. I like to create and obviously write. It's a good, exercise for me. So what I do, like when I'm really stressed, is when I produce like the best material. And really, like before Murphy's Inc. and stuff, I was brought on as like a story consultant for a podcast, which did not turn out very well because I was coming on the premises of like the people actually had a story, and I was just kind of going to help them to build it. But when I got there, I realized they had nothing, and I'm like, I can't work. I'm like, I thought you said you had something. You have nothing. I can't consult for nothing, and it just, I realized it wasn't going to work out. But I have a story journal, and I'm always writing things down in there, and some of it takes, and others don't. But I found that some of it is good, and I've been able to incorporate it in, even with like in Murphy's stuff, like for season 2 and some season 3, and obviously with Oak Bridge. And I graduated with a BA in history. So that's a little bit about me in a nutshell.
So, okay, I got to ask about the BA in history. So, is it generic, or is there any specialty area, time period, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so it was just like a Bachelor of Arts in history, just like it says history. There was, I had to learn
I know all of human history.
Yeah, I
know
had to,
all world history. Like what?
Yeah, like they start you off with geography, and then you have to take World Civ 1 and 2, and then they basically get you up all the way to like modern times in the history program that I was in. But also, I think one of the benefits of going to a liberal arts university is that when you get to take electives when you're upperclassmen, you get to take cool ones like history and film or film class. And so I think that's kind of when the seeds for me were kind of planted for, television or films and, the behind the scenes stuff. That's kind of where I fell in love with it, because I learned what Dutch angles were. And that was probably the best thing that I ever learned, because I was like, wow, that's so cool. How you can tell a story just from a camera angle can tell you so much about a scene, or certainly like foreshadowing can tell you so much about, what's going on and what's going to happen and stuff. So yeah.
That's cool. That's real cool.
No, so fast forward, right? So you come to Murphy's Inc., which maybe combines some of those passions, right?
All about time,
because you had to have heard of us somehow. And so did you come to Murphy's Inc. of your own? Had you heard about it from somewhere? Because you came on during season 1. You were an early adopter, if you will. So how did that happen?
Well, it was actually when I was, searching around for the other audio drama to be produced. I was looking, for someone to help me, get that achieved. And I saw it on Reddit. It was a Murphy's Inc. account. And I was like, well, because I saw the description of Murphy's Inc. and I was like, well, this is kind of in sort of the same vein is what I want to do. And so I just reached out, sent an email, and, the rest they say is history.
Very punny. Very punny.
Yeah.
So
real quick, what's your favorite time period? What's like one of your favorite time periods that you studied or that you still look into?
Yeah, so I really love 18th century, particularly the time during the French and Indian War and into the American Revolution. But I also love like the Renaissance period and the medieval times. And in terms of like modern history, I love both the world wars, and I also like to study like the Vietnam War, because my grandma, one of her brothers was actually killed in action during the war. So I kind of have a personal tie with that. But that's generally, those are my favorites that I love to read into and research, all that good stuff.
Feel it.
So
Yeah,
so
I
not
like
so not like 16th century Alsace. Okay, good to know.
that.
And I'll
she
explain
did
what that means.
Included.
She did a research. She had to do research on that.
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So we'll come back to talking about some more of your stuff. Oh, we have Tara checking in. What's up, people? Glad to see my favorite creatives. I guess you're not including yourself, and you're not here, so I enjoy working with Tara,
Mhm.
and I guess you do too, Ashley, because you're using Tara a lot. So
Oh yeah, Tara is awesome. Like she's awesome. She's been a
Yeah.
really good sounding board for me to go to pretty much all fronts. So and just too, like she's gonna have, like, we talk about random stuff that's not related to this. No.
100% truth.
no, you're just spread thin.
Super
That's-
thin. Super.
thin. So before we go into Oak Bridge and really pulling back the curtain a little bit on what that is for the people, because all they've heard from me is it's a sci-fi
New audio
thriller,
drama. A new
Yeah,
audio
new audio
drama
drama.
from the people.
and
We're
we're
the people that brought you
coming-
Murphy's Inc.
we're coming close to getting ready for casting in the very near future. So it's coming, folks. But before we get into that, would you mind joining James and I for a little bit of our normal shtick?
Yeah.
Yeah, be happy to.
All right. So
Yo, real quick, Mark, before you continue, I normally like mango stuff.
Mhm,
I think I've had a lot of mango things on this show, and
mhm.
I am not a fan of this mango. It tastes like there's some spiciness to this mango. Like they put like mango with like the tahini on it, which
Oh,
I'm
no,
not a
thank
fan
you.
of.
Get the hell out of here.
Not a fan. But that's what this kind of tastes like, and I'm not really feeling this one. But I'm gonna finish it because we don't waste drink out here.
Very good. So this first thing that I'm going to bring up, I heard about it, and now I've seen the actual poster for it. I'm very confused at the direction that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has gone. Rock and roll insinuates rock and roll, right?
It's changed a lot. I kind of know where you're going at, but yeah.
So we've got Kate Bush
From
as
Bush?
the first listed. I guess these could be no, they're not in alphabetical order. And
Kate Bush,
going,
like the
going
band
back
Bush?
a moment, Tara says Spicy Mango was Tara's stripper name back in the day.
Yeah.
And your tongue is orange.
No, it's not. The can's orange.
No, your tongue is orange.
Is it?
Either that or you need to like go brush your
Yeah.
teeth or something. Because
Just
anyways, Cheryl Crow, that's like adult contemporary at best. Missy Elliott.
Yo,
Again, I'm not
work it.
hating. I'm
Let me
just saying
work it.
that's
like
not
Run
rock.
DMC, like Run DMC is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, that makes sense. They worked with Aerosmith, and
Yeah,
a lot
on
of their
one
stuff
song.
has rock overtones.
Okay, I guess if you want to go that way. What
Missy Elliott does not, on the other hand. George Michael, Wham, really?
Yo.
Wake me up before you go. Yeah,
Yo.
that's rock and roll.
I want a jitterbug. I want
Willie
a
Nelson.
jitterbug. Yo,
Just because he gets as high as the Rockers?
yeah,
Or-
he absolutely 100%. That man, listen, I've heard a story from Snoop Dogg that says he won't smoke with Willie.
Yeah, because he can't keep up. Yeah. Okay. So then we've got, in my opinion, the first ones that belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on this list: Rage Against the Machine. I'm good with that. That's
Okay,
rock.
yeah.
Okay.
It's hard rock.
And I'm not going to go through all these because we just don't got time for that. But Shaka Khan.
Chaka Khan. Well, no, I'm telling you, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame it's turned. Like I don't know how it started.
It got turned out.
I don't know how it got started, but I do know like over the past like decade, it really has just started to encompass all music.
Everything.
Yeah, they refer to it as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but yeah, it's all music.
So just
there's
rappers
rappers
out there appearing at the event, which means, hey, these are people we feel are representative of the rock and roll culture, I suppose. Stevie Nicks, okay, she rocked, okay. Adam Levine, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Maroon 5, okay.
As long as he has a shirt on.
Carrie Underwood,
Country.
Chris Stapleton,
Country.
Common,
Like he's more
hip hop.
Well, he's like hip hop, but he's more like he's almost like spoken word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dave Matthews.
I mean,
Folk
he's
rock.
more yeah, I guess. As long
Elton
as he
John.
does short versions of his songs, though.
Elton John used to rock.
Okay.
Rocket
Man.
Her.
Yeah,
I like.
Yeah, no, I like her.
That's rock and roll.
Oh, she's not rock and roll, but she can jump genres. She's one of the ones that can jump genres, I believe. And
okay, again, I'm not going to do them all because we don't get time for that. But I'm just going to finish with Ice-T, LL Cool J, and Queen Latifah.
Yo, they have to be inducting it, Missy Elliott.
Okay, so again, that's very rock and roll. Right?
But Ice-T, no, I know I think LL Cool J is actually in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Entirely possible because
like he has some stuff that has rock overtones. But like I said, it stopped being rock music. It turned into just taking in all the genres of music and like the best, the ones who've been around a long time, the ones who have made an impact in music overall, I believe.
Here's who I respect. I respect Dolly Parton. They wanted to put her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year, and she said, no, I'll release a rock album first.
Oh.
And she's doing it. She is going to release a rock album.
Dolly Parton doing a rock album. That's hot.
I'm just saying, I respect the hell out of that because she said, I don't deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I'll make a rock album.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's more of I think it stopped becoming like about rock and roll. I think it became more about just music in general, and they use that as a.
I think Tara nailed it. At this point, call it the American Music Hall of Fame. I'm fine with that. Let's do that.
Okay.
I would absolutely get on board with that. Let's kick out Elton John. Let's not induct Wham. Let's not. Those aren't American. Get them the hell out of there. Kick out Led Zeppelin, who are amazing rock and roll artists, but they're not American. Get them the hell out of there, right? Get the Who out of there.
How about just the no, I can't. That doesn't even make sense. I was gonna say the music genres Hall of Fame. All of them. Yeah, that didn't make sense.
And we've got Gear Deli Jeff checking in. Dolly is hardcore. They should put the belt on her, the hardcore title. Ashley, what do you think? You're here. Chime in. Talk. Don't.
I was waiting for you to finish. I didn't want to be rude.
I don't finish.
Dude, be rude.
Okay.
Jump in there.
Oh, well, I mean, out of all the people that you listed, I mean, really the only one, in my opinion, that really deserves to be on there is Stevie Nicks. I mean, she's like the only one that you can even classify as rock and roll. But I will say, I know exactly why Kate Bush is on there, and she's British too. Mm-hmm. It's because in season 4 of Stranger Things, they used one of her songs, and it's called Running Up That Hill, and it, skyrocketed because of the popularity of the show. And I mean, it went like #1 in like a few weeks and stayed on the charts for like a few months after that because of the show. And I'd never heard of Kate Bush or long. I mean, it's good. But I tell you, that's why it's on there.
Stranger Things does things to people, makes you relevant again.
And like in the episode that song's in, it's so frustrating because that's like what 90% of the fan base, all they want to talk about is that episode was so great, and it's only because like in the last like 5 to 6 minutes of that episode, that song is in there, and I'm like, that's the only reason that you care about that episode. It's not you don't care anything about anything else with the episode.
According to Ashley, the only reason that Kate Bush is getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is because the song was used
in Stranger Things.
Otherwise,
yeah. I mean,
chick hasn't done nothing.
Yeah, I mean, season 4 came out last year, and she wasn't up for anything before then. So, and that song came out in like 1985.
Yo, you know what's actually crazy is that like these shows are bringing stuff back. Like also like there's a station on Sirius XM that's like TikTok, like songs that are being played on TikTok, and they'll do some interviews with these artists. And one of the artists was like, yo, this song came out like almost a decade ago, and now all of a sudden because of TikTok, it's resurging again. And so we're back on the charts for like a week. And so thank you for that. That's cool. We haven't, and it was like songs that didn't even chart when they were out, but they're charting now because TikTok.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I don't have an image for this next one, but I just want to do a little bit roundtable discussion really briefly. Ashley, do you follow the Marvel films in general, like Captain America and Thor and all that stuff?
I mean, I've watched a few of them. I haven't watched any of the real.
Okay, get out of here. So, anyways, that's sacrilege. So, okay, then James, this is for you. Did you see the final trailer for the Marvels?
Yes.
The one that just released like yesterday, the day before?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I'm back to I went from being excited to see this film. I thought the first trailer was pretty good. It had me energized, and then the next trailer was like,
it was just like I said, we talked about it, and it was just like, wait, what about the other two people in the film?
Right, and then this
we thought, and that's what we thought. We thought that there was going to be maybe trailers for each of them,
which didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say after this last trailer that I'm
juiced, bro. Yeah, no, I'm back. And plus, seeing Miss Emma Thompson in there was Valkyrie. Oh wait.
I don't know if you noticed, but I think we're gonna get something very interesting here. I don't know how much you were paying to some of the backgrounds of those shots. I'm not going to get spoilery because I'm only going off of what I saw, but I think we're going to see the multiverse come into play.
Well, that's what they kind of were hinting at that with.
No, but I think we're going to actually see it in the film. Like, I think. Okay, I'm just going to say it. If you watch the trailer closely, you noticed, hopefully, that some of the backgrounds are, good God, Mark, Thor's home planet.
Oh, yeah,
Asgard.
Yeah, Asgard.
It is there. If you look, there's Asgard in the background.
But that must be another time because it has to be another time because Asgard was destroyed.
Or a different
timeline.
Multiverse.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And it has to be someplace else because that can't be.
So we'll see. I'm going tomorrow night.
That's what I plan on going to see it tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm juiced, so I am back to juiced.
All right.
Yes, and Ashley, you get the hell out of here. Go watch the Marvel film.
Well, you gotta watch Miss Marvel. At least watch Miss Marvel.
You gotta watch a lot of stuff.
Oh, actually, no. You have to watch. Yeah, you have to watch WandaVision. And
I watched WandaVision. I thought it was good. I watched season 1 of Loki. I haven't watched season 2 yet. Um,
I can't.
You can't with
can't
her
with
right
her.
now. Ah,
Oh,
Ashley,
okay.
you're killing me,
Okay.
Smalls. You're
Okay, maybe this
killing me, Smalls.
maybe this next thing is a little bit more up your alley. Let's try this. How about this? Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer just dropped today.
yeah, I did see the first remake. I did see
Okay.
that.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
did.
whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
was wondering.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Rewind. When you say remake, are we talking about Answer the Call? Because there's a difference. There's a difference. There was Answer the
Yeah,
Call, and then there was
not the.
Afterlife.
Yeah, I watched Afterlife. I didn't watch the one with the women. I heard it was bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just not great. It was basically the first one, just with women.
Hold on. None of this matters unless have you seen Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, I saw the originals from the 80s.
Okay.
Like those are classics. So you can't
Thank God.
you can't go through your life without seeing the classics, you know.
You know what? You're starting to redeem yourself.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not
Yeah.
sold yet.
Not.
Yeah,
I said
well, it's
starting
good
to. Starting to.
Well, hopefully, you know, if I say what I'm about to say, you won't kick me off again. But, you know, one of the deciding factors of the reason I watched Afterlife is because, you know, one of the actors from Stranger Things is in it. And I was like, well, you know, might give it a try. But I also said the same thing about the It remake. And I did not, I was scared, you know, like the first 5 minutes. And so,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
kid who played Dustin was in that one, wasn't he? So if one of the stars from Stranger Things is in it, then she'll go see it.
yeah, I'll give it a try, you know. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to watch it.
How much of
But
your,
I liked Afterlife.
Yeah.
on a
no,
scale from
Afterlife
1
was
to
good.
10, how much of your life is based on Stranger Things?
Well, I believe like my life, you know, sometimes is a Stranger Thing. Because look, sometimes I hear
Have you gone to
noises
the
in the
Upside Down?
woods.
What?
You
What'd you
hear
say?
voices in the woods.
Noises sometimes, you know,
No. Do you hear
monster
voices?
noises.
Do you hear voices from the woods?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I really do.
What do they say?
They talk to me.
They talk to me.
They tell me to
things
watch
that
Stranger
I should
Things.
do.
They tell
Fair enough.
you watch Stranger Things.
Fair enough. All right. So, Frozen Empire. Did you see this trailer that just dropped today, Ashley?
I did. I watched it on my lunch break.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
I did not see the last film. With
It's on my view do.
Okay, I will have to check it out.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't want to watch it, but I think that 1 and 2, and for those of you that don't know, there is a 3, which was the video game, which was written by Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. It starred all 4 of them. They did the voice acting. It was the film they would have made if they could have made it, but they made a video game.
What
And-
was that on?
It is considered canon, huh?
What was that on?
I think it was Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2 or 3 at the time. Three for sure. And so, yeah, it's and Jeff is hating. I've never seen one episode of Stranger Things. You don't got to
You're
say
really
that.
missing out, Jeff. You're really
Yeah, Jeff.
But
you don't-
Jeff's not the only one. Like, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, like me.
I'm not caught up. I've started watching whatever the last season was. This latest.
I've never watched an episode, and now I don't think I will until after we finish with Oak Bridge, just because I don't want to. If there are influences, I don't want to see them.
Oh yeah.
And also, I'm the type of person where I prefer to watch shows after they finish their run, because then I can just binge the hell out of it.
Well, you got like 3 seasons already in the can, so that gives you way more. No, like 4 is 4 done or is it almost done?
Yeah, so 4 came out last year, and it's.
But I thought they did like half and then they released the other half. Just recently.
Yeah, so they released episodes 1 through 7 in like May of last year, and then they released the final 2 of that season in July. So it was
Wait, the
like
final
a month.
two? That was stupid. Why didn't you just like?
Yeah, well, it's like the last episode is like a little over 2 hours. It's like a movie.
It's basically a movie.
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting. So, Ashley, do you like video games?
I mean, yeah, I like video games.
That
I
sounded
like
like- No.
What
I'm
what
just gonna
games?
say yes, so that
What games do you like? You don't have to play safe.
well, I mean, if you're talking about like the games that I'm good at, sports games, but any that involve like warfare, I usually get killed off in those. But I
Okay.
like I'm more adapt to PC games like the Oregon Trail and
yo,
You
Old school
games
Oregon
like
Trail
that.
or
yeah,
green screen, baby.
the newer version?
Green screen, Oregon Trail.
the old school.
And do you get down on Number Muncher?
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
mean I've never won Oregon Trail. I've lost people along the way.
No, you
Dysentery
always
sucks.
you always
Yeah.
lose people on the way. But look,
I've never beat Oregon Trail with everyone. Like that's I don't
one
think that
time.
can happen. Really? I think you're full.
Twice. But
You
so-
you completed the game and you didn't lose a single person.
right.
I call BS.
100. So here's the thing is that so when I've done the game multiple times on the different levels. The poor, the medium, and the rich or higher, better off families, or whatever. The only two times I finished with everybody is with when I was on like the rich people level. Nobody survives Oregon Trail with a full party unless. How are you supposed to cheat on the green screen? There was no way to cheat on that.
Can't say. Anyways, reason I bring up video games is because this little note came out from Rockstar Games. Next month marks the 25th anniversary of Rockstar Games. Thanks to the incredible support of our players worldwide, we have had the opportunity to create games we are truly passionate about. Without you, none of this would be possible. And we are so grateful to all of you for sharing this journey with us. In 1998, Rockstar Games was founded on the idea that video games could come to be as essential to culture as any form of entertainment. And
sure as hell did.
And we hope that we have created games with love in our efforts to be a part of the evolution. Best part, we are very excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you. Thank you.
Oh, listen, I'm not a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, but I think I might have to jump on this next one for sure.
I love Rockstar Games. I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since 1. I love Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead, the whole Red Dead series. They do games well. They do them big. Pineapple.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, those of us that are fans of the Grand Theft Auto series, we have been waiting and waiting and waiting. We have seen supposed content from this
the
game.
Last one? Was it 5?
Yes.
Yeah, and that one they rolled the wheels off of that one.
That game is still one of the largest money makers year after year because of the online version.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, but that like the thing is like that they have. That's like that they're playing. They're using Grand Theft Auto 5 like Maroon 5 did songs about Jane.
Rocket till the wheels come off, man.
Speaking of rock,
yeah. So I don't know, Ashley, how closely you follow the Fat and Black Connection page, but I posted a music video, and I don't often post music videos, but this was so ridiculous that I felt that I had to.
Oh my God.
Macaroni Cheese by Young Posse, a K-pop band. Did you happen to see this video?
Is it real?
Ashley? It
Yes,
is real.
100% real.
This is just an animated version.
Yeah,
of
this
them,
is.
but
Oh,
If
okay.
you watch the video, this is like the macaroni and cheese box they have at the end.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the video without the audio on, so we don't get dinged for
man.
copyright infringement. But it is real, and
100%.
it's I'm guessing you
VMA worthy. VMA
did
worthy.
not see the video then, and that's okay, because I'm going to show you a little bit of it right now. Except this is a commercial. So
Every kiss begins with K. Actually, that
Ralph,
sounds
Ralph
so-
Lauren. Ralph
Oh,
Lauren. Close.
Ralph Lauren.
So this is macaroni cheese. This is a real video from a K-pop Korean pop
She
band.
said, "Skirt, skirt." I need to go back. What?
Hold up, what's that over there? A macaroni cheese vending machine?
Yo, listen. If I see a vending
Look at that
machine-
big old fat American.
That looks. I thought that was you for a second.
Thanks. I ain't that big.
I know you're not
Yeah.
that big, but at the same time,
And
I was thinking
Talking about macaroni
macaroni cheese
in a cheese soup sauce.
and a
And
cheese
yes,
sauce.
they are getting down because they're excited about the concept of macaroni and cheese, because I guess that's not something they have in Korea. Maybe
They you know, listen, if I see a vending machine in an alley, I'm probably not using it.
and look, they're making macaroni and cheese.
But it looks like it's already done. They're just pouring it out of a bag.
One of the bags said flour,
Oh, that's crazy.
so I guess they're making the macaroni as well
Yeah.
from
No,
scratch. And is that supposed to be a cheese?
It's a big noodle, bro.
sandwich?
Oh, that cheese. Oh, okay.
Why? What is no goalie? What the hell is that?
Sheesh. Them dancing in a microwave reminded me of Diddy and Mace dancing inside of a cheese grater. This might be. They're talking about eating macaroni and cheese cold. That is damn near blasphemy. But I don't know. Maybe.
And then she was grabbing her tummy. Is it giving her diarrhea?
I don't know, but that machine, man, if they don't have mac and cheese in Korea, we need to send a care package. She threw her out of a plane. It's not that serious. Dream.
Ashley, what are your thoughts on this video?
Well,
Hey yo,
it's creative.
it's cheesy
I mean,
world after all.
Yeah, it reminds me of like something the Spice Girls would do, like if they were Asians eating macaroni. I guess.
Okay.
I respect
Yeah.
that.
Oh, there's the image.
Yeah, it's
So I
K-pop.
I don't know.
K-pop is alive, people.
I can't keep going on with that video. It's
ridiculous. It's actually though. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I was like, "Come on!" And then like I watched it, and I was like, "All right, I can rock with this."
And Jenny, do you still have family in Korea? Can you reach out to them and find out if they have just become aware of this fantastic item, macaroni and cheese?
That we've been eating since we were children.
And as Tara says, Spice Girls on LSD.
Yo, let them figure out to put hot dogs in that, and that they might lose their minds.
And Jenny has a point here. I still like the old Marshmallow song. And if you've watched the episode of a Family Guy where they go to Korea, they actually use the Marshmallow song in the episode and do a whole K-pop song and dance to it.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yes, I will see if I can find it. I'll get it posted to the page. But
All right.
yes, macaroni cheese.
Delicious.
So let's get back.
Like I said, they learn about putting hot dogs and stuff in that. Oh, they're gonna lose their minds.
Let's get back to Murphy's Inc. Because there's this last week, episode 9 aired, which
Reset.
we took a 2-week hiatus. We came back. Episode 9 aired. Murphy's Inc. This doggone machine, and this was also the send off, if you will, for Michael Leone, the artist who had done the artwork for episodes 1 through 9. Dude broke his hand.
Yeah.
You got a broke hand, you can't draw, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we're happy to have had Michael. But what it did do is it forced our hand.
Yikes.
And it forced our hand to have to come up
Scramble.
with something.
It was a mad dash. Actually, it wasn't a scramble. It was a mad dash.
And we've talked about before here on the show that Murphy's Inc. comic book will probably be happening, and it indeed will be happening. We've been working very closely with the dynamic duo, the father-son combo of Lawrence and Diego Iriarte, and I thought, hey, this might be a good time to kind of do a soft introduction into their style, and somebody's got motorcycle races going on outside of their house.
I live near St. Rose, so yeah.
And we're supposed to know what that is.
It's a major thoroughfare that actually gets you on the freeway. It's the first exit when you get into Vegas, actually.
Okay. Anyways, Lawrence and Diego gladly, almost eagerly, took on the challenge.
Almost too egerly.
Of, yes, we want to do these cover arts for
them
for the rest of the season. So they are doing episodes 10 through 15, and Ashley, as the writer on episode 10, you get to see one of the first people ever to see.
About to blow up.
Oh, that's
you?
my watch. Yeah, the alarm. I don't know how to. It's one of these fancy ones.
It's midnight.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it'll use. Yeah, see, it's gonna. I don't know. It just started doing that like a couple months ago, and I don't know how to turn off. So I keep it here. This isn't my room. This is it's actually the spare bedroom, but I have turned it kind of into my quasi office. So I put it in here at night, so it doesn't wake me up. Sorry about that, guys, because I'm usually in bed by this time.
Legit. It's all good.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We're okay. Everything's okay.
Are we about to blow up?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
And
That's a wrap.
people at work, it beeps like 3 minutes before the hour changes. It goes like beep, and at work it
People
drives
get
the girls. Yeah, they're
People
like,
get
"What's
all
that
excited.
beep?" Yeah, it's just me.
Oh, time to go. No, it's not. We still got 3 minutes, ladies.
So before we reveal the art, just a quick background on this upcoming arc. It's been developing, it's been brewing, it's been coming, right? Throughout the season, if you've been paying close attention, if you've been listening, you know that everything with Gleason specifically throughout the season has led to the need to travel to let's just put it up there, shall we? 1518 Alsace, France, or Alsace, Strasbourg. This is the cover art for episode 10. You Shall Not Murder. We've got some characters here that we've seen before, but they don't look like what you've seen before. This is, remember, we're talking about two different artists, right? We had Michael Leone and his interpretation of the physical character descriptions that we provided with him, and this is a different interpretation. So we'll start with Gleason, for example, down in the bottom left corner. Distinctly different than the Gleason you may have seen in the previous art, but this is more of the direction from a comic book perspective that we'll be going in. We finally, first time we're seeing Murphy Murphy is
Oh.
actually in this piece.
Oh, interesting.
We have Michael and Daphne over here hanging out. And then we have Strasbourg Alsace. With what's going on there, Ashley, in 1518 Alsace?
Well, it's if I may, some stranger things are happening.
Oh,
There.
This girl.
Well, how else would you describe that, Mark? I mean, you know that
Okay,
what's
okay.
happening. You can't make that up.
Stranger Things is a purely fictional television show. What happened in 1518 in Alsace is historically factual, which you should know.
I
Historians.
know.
Listen,
I know.
it's true, but it was strange.
That's true. So what exactly is strange? What is happening here? This is 1518. What are these people doing?
Well, I mean, it looks to me like they're dancing,
I just want to dance.
especially that one on the lower right corner. The woman.
Everybody
Yeah.
just dance.
So why are people dancing?
Well, I mean, how much do you want me to tell the people? I mean, since it was, it's
Let's just talk
based
about
on a real
historically.
thing. Yeah.
Let's not talk about the fiction that is Murphy's Inc. for me.
Okay.
Let's talk about history, because yes, one of the things that we pride ourselves on at Murphy's Inc. is doing a science fiction show while incorporating
Real
actual history, kind of like, as we've talked about here before, Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. They do that. They blend actual history with, and I did finish Mirage, by the way, just throwing that out there. But they blend actual history with fiction. So let's talk about the actual history of 1518 Alsace, France, and or Strasbourg, Alsace,
Strasbourg.
and what happened in this time.
Yeah, so I mean, it was called the Dancing Plague. I mean, it really was like people were just randomly just started dancing in the streets, and it lasted like for 3 months. They didn't, and it just randomly quit. Like they never. I mean, there was a few theories out there as to, back then the scientific know-how in medicine of what it could have been. Obviously back then it was a very religious time, more so than today. So, many back then thought it had to do with, it was either, demonic, or it was, of the Holy Ghost. But, and when I did research on it today, they've kind of sort of tied it back to ergo, which
Stop
is
right
what
there.
they used to.
Stop right there. We don't need to go any further.
I was just saying this what they
I know.
used to
Stop.
make LSD.
Just stop. Oh, they used to make LSD?
Yeah, that's what's
Oh, okay.
that's the acting chemical is the mushroom,
Oh,
the fungi in the
okay.
mushroom for LSD.
Yeah.
Oh, in
Shrooms.
that case, that's 100% okay.
Yeah.
So from a research perspective, and this was your first time writing in an audio drama, did you find that, because we gave you a certain amount of information to start with and say, hey, here's what we need to see happen, we obviously didn't give you the same level of detail that you have given to your writers for Oak Bridge, or that I have given for season 3 of Murphy's Inc., right? Like you were given a lot less to work with from us for season 2. So since it was your first time writing for an audio drama, how was that?
Well, initially it was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, because well, at first I was supposed to have like a writing partner for the arc, and something went wrong with that, so it was just ended up just being myself, and having very little to no experience with this at all. I mean, I went for like a couple of weeks where I was like, I mean, I feel like maybe I should like go ahead and tell him, like, I just don't know if I'm the right person for this because, I'm not experienced in really write anything. But then I was like, no, the process, and you stay with it. And so then I stuck it out and really just found in mostly asking like, hey, how is this art? What do you want specifically for this art to go? And she told me what you all wanted, and so I did the best of my abilities to make that happen. Now, obviously, when I started, like season 1 hadn't come out yet, so I didn't know like anything from like a character standpoint. I didn't know anything like that. So,
and we certainly didn't have a show Bible.
100%.
You said it. And I will say that once season 1 came out and I was able to listen to it, it did help it, made it a lot easier for me to begin writing. And when I finally got into the groove, I really got into the groove because not to give too much away, but a lot of characters in this one.
Yes. Yes.
Too many.
I believe, if I remember correctly, when I first looked through your arc, and I said, okay, these are the rough drafts, and I started going through them with my hatchet as I do, and there
are 25 characters in this.
There were 25 new characters that I had established with our lead writers, Tara, I'm looking at you, and Austin. I had said we want no more than like 5 characters. Ideally, we wanted 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But no more than 5. Like that was going to be a stretch.
Ashley took that and said, "Okay, I'm going to multiply that by 5."
She said, "Hold my beer."
Here, hold this for me.
Well, actually, Ashley, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is you were never actually informed of that goal of keeping it minimalized.
No, I was not. If I had been, I would have tried to kept it within that number. But that's why there's 4 episodes in this arc, because originally there was supposed to be 3, but I was like, it's not gonna. I'm not satisfied with the ending. I feel like it needs a little bit more, and so they're like, okay, we'll give you an extra one.
And Tara's, I take full responsibility, but I love that. I take full responsibility, but I think I mentioned the character cap at some point. I love the but.
I'm pretty sure I did that.
But
I don't know.
As Tara says, the episodes came out great regardless, and I agree. I can tell you that James and I have listened to episodes 10 through 12 100%. They are dialed in. 10 releases this Sunday, 11 next, 12 that's following. 13, Tara, should be coming soon for us to listen to. Just driving. Sorry about that, Tara. But
you feel that bump, guys?
13 is coming, hopefully, to Joe in the next couple of days for him to do his magic.
Yeah. Joe Bly, Magic Man.
The other thing that we had said was we figured your arc would be 3 episodes. We had early on in development, we had said, okay, let's do 3, 4, 3. Or actually, it was 2, 4, 3. Was what I had kind of established for the Sylphium arc, and then the House of Wisdom arc, and then
I think it turned to what? 3,
it became 3, 4, 4.
Yeah.
Which, you go from doing a season where your intention is 10 to 12 episodes. We knew we wanted to do a bigger season than season 1. And we thought, okay. Tara's back hurts a little bit from me driving that bus over her. Sorry about that. My bad. you know, we had prepared for 10 to 12 episodes, 12 being on the long end.
Right.
And then we have our 3 new writers. We've got, you know, Darren and Ashley, who are like, hold my beer. And we decide to take the finale and turn it into a 2-parter.
Right.
So we go from 10 to 12 episodes to 15. But I think it's great. I don't feel, and especially with your arc, and I felt like adding that episode was good. I felt like if we tried to squeeze all that in,
I don't think it would have fit. It wouldn't have worked well if we had done it with just the 3 episodes.
yeah, and if I had taken a hatchet to the content to bring it down to 3,
Yeah,
it would have
I
been
don't think
bad.
yeah.
So I do think it worked out really well, and I'm very happy with the end result. And I hope you are, because you'll get to hear the fruit, if you will, this Sunday.
This Sunday.
At-
And if not, the following week.
Yeah, well, I haven't even listened to 9 yet. I'm gonna wait until.
so
Friday
you're
or
one of the
Saturday.
podcast listeners.
Yeah, well, it would come out 12 midnight here on a Sunday.
I'm just saying, this
On
is
a
your
Monday.
episode. This is your.
I know.
This is your first audio drama episode ever coming out this Sunday. You don't seem. You know what I feel is very much lacking. I need this kind of energy.
I'm juiced, bro.
What energy?
Where did it not play?
No.
Yeah, it did. I heard it.
I'm juiced, bro.
Yeah, you need that. I'm juiced, bro. You need to be juiced.
Hey,
Are you
look,
juiced?
I spent all day Saturday and Sunday getting, stuff for Oak Bridge ready and for Murphy's season 3. Okay.
Yeah.
For
Yes,
you.
but this Sunday is the first episode of your audio drama writing career.
This is
I know.
the
I'll try to
the
stay up.
debut. This
How
is your
long,
debut.
how long
Listen,
is it?
listen. It's like 40,
Come on,
it's like
minutes-wise.
40-ish minutes. But look,
It'll
here's
be
the
a
thing.
evening, because you could spend 3 hours listening to the Pop Culture Kaboom from 9 p.m. to midnight your time.
Correct. Oh, that's their fifth, or is it their what? How many
Yes,
anniversary?
this
fifth
Sunday
anniversary
is
this Sunday.
the
Yeah,
5th anniversary of the Pop Culture Kaboom
that's
show.
right.
So you could call in too to say,
That's
"Hey,
true.
happy 5th anniversary, Ashley."
Yeah,
Young
I
from
could.
from the forthcoming, soon to be Oak Bridge, also writer on Murphy's Inc. for the episode that's airing tonight.
Tonight.
Like you could totally own that.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying,
could.
I-
I could.
that'd be crazy.
I
Ashley, you should
will.
do that.
I will call in, to wish them a happy anniversary. I think,
and
Send her
this
the-
can't.
send her the
and-
number,
and
Mark.
before any of the haters come out, this can't be peer pressure because we're significantly older than you,
Well older than you.
Okay.
and we don't pay you, so it's not like we're trying to.
We can't.
say
We're not holding anything over your head.
Yeah, we're not withholding pay or something.
Yeah.
So, do what you want. If you
Do what
it's
you
fine.
wanna
It's fine.
do.
It'll show us what it truly means to you. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Actually, by the way, what is that number?
I'm sorry for what?
Pop Culture Kaboom.
I'm sorry. The phone number to call in live. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah,
I believe the studio number. Give me just a moment, please.
I'm sure.
Isn't it a 900 number?
900. What the hell?
How do you know about 900 numbers?
Yeah, you are not that old.
Yeah, sure. It's 775 something.
It is 775-515-4141. So, yes. 5th anniversary. Congratulations, Jimmy Jones, who has not checked in tonight from Pop Culture Kaboom.
It's all good. He was with
yes.
us last week. I'll make
Yes,
sure I say that.
He was live with us last week. So, if you have the chance, 6 to 9 Pacific, KMBC 95.1 or KMBC.org. Show him some love. But back to you, Ashley. So we've talked about Murphy's Inc. We've talked about how clearly disappointed you are in your own show that you haven't even listened to yet, that you're not willing to stay up to listen to it. But let's talk about Oak Bridge, because I'm guessing you're going to tell me that you will stay up for that. So let's talk about Oak Bridge. Let's spend. So you have gotten to get very involved. You went from being just a writer on Murphy's Inc. of here's some episodes, which you didn't even write the full episodes, right? You wrote the timepieces, so you wrote the pieces that take place in 1518, but you didn't write the opening or the modern time. You did do some of that in helping later in other aspects, but for Oak Bridge, the episodes that you yourself have written, you wrote 100% of. But not only are you a writer on Oak Bridge, you are the creative designer, the creative architect. You are kind of the co-showrunner on it. I would say you're pretty close to being the actual showrunner. I think season 2 for sure, it's going to be mostly you. But you've taken on a lot. You found writers, you gave them their assignments, you worked with them, you got finished products. You've gone through, done editing, reviewing. You worked with the music, the orchestrator, to create the music for the show. That was 100% you. So talk to us about going from what you did on Murphy season 2 to what you're doing today. What has that been like for you?
Well, I can definitely tell you that, like, sitting here before you right now, I'm definitely a much better writer than I was then. I feel like I get better with everything that I do. Practice always helps. And two, I've made, some few mistakes along the way, a few hiccups, but it's been good. I've learned from those, and, moving forward, we'll know, how to do things better next time around. But yeah, I feel like, and to creatively, I'm much stronger on that department as well since then. Just really, getting to see, the whole process, not just the writing, was very beneficial. Like, you guys even let me sit in on a recording session for season 2 of Murphy's Inc., which was great to see, how all of it works, behind the scenes.
How the sausage gets made.
Yeah, exactly. And so therefore I would not trade the experience or the decision to join you guys for Murphy's Inc. For anything, because it's been a real eye opener, and I've learned a lot and made some good friends, good connections with a lot of really good people. And I think that was one of the best things about Murphy's and Oak Bridge is we have good people. They're very talented and very motivated and committed to what they do, and they love what they do. And I love to create. I love to write. And so I think as long as you love what you do and you have passion for it, nothing can really stand in your way of achieving your goals.
Absolutely. And so talking about Oak Bridge, musically, tell us a little bit about that process of working with the amazingly talented Louis Palfrey, who does the music for Murphy's Inc. And the music is dynamically different than anything we've had on Murphy's Inc. James has not heard any of it yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you've heard 2 tracks. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That I forgot that Ashley made that available without talking to me first. And so, but is going to release it evidently publicly soon. Ashley, from a creative prospect of music, because that's dynamically different than writing. How was that for you going from, and correct me if I'm wrong, 0 experience with music creation?
Yeah, well, I love music. I listen to all kinds of music. So I kind of going into
as long as it's on Stranger Things, right?
Yeah, obviously. but no, I also love the theme song to the X-Files too. I like, and ER, if you ever watched that show, like, cool. Awesome theme song. But no, I kind of
Eric McFowl.
Yeah. Totally. But no, I kind of knew kind of what music I was looking for going into it. And Louis is like so awesome. He was so good to work with. And I just sent him some tracks that I liked, and was like, here's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Like
It doesn't have to be.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of that in there, but kind of '90s style.
Yeah.
But I was like, you don't have to make it a carbon copy, but this is kind of what this is in the same vein as what I'm looking for. And he's really hit some home runs with the music, because you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Murphy's doesn't really have like score, like background music.
No, we
Really?
we most we
Would you
mostly
say?
only have we mostly only have transitions.
Yeah. So Oak Bridge will be mostly it will be scored, in the background, so you get to hear that kind of stuff. So it's all really cool. It's really good stuff, and everyone out there, please follow Oak Bridge on the socials, because on Friday we've got something special coming for you. I'm not going to spoil that.
One of the nice things about being the executive producer of a show and the showrunners is I have the ability to steal thunder. And part of me wants to do that because I have the ability to what I think you're planning to do on Friday, because you haven't talked about it with me at all.
Oh my gosh!
And
Are
so
we gonna do it?
Are you
gonna do it?
I don't know. I'm
Are you gonna do it?
I could. I did just download something. And so
Do it.
no, I won't. But to be fair,
Look. 5 seconds, bro. 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you can give him 5 seconds. I mean,
5 seconds.
look. I mean,
no, I don't want to steal your thunder.
Hey,
But
you can
know that
share
I
it.
could.
You can
Know that
share
I
it
could.
after it's posted. You can share it on
Yes.
your socials.
Come Friday.
Okay.
Come Friday.
Yeah.
We
3 p.m. my time, 12 p.m. your time.
I'm not sure what Tyrus is going for here. I think Ashley's watched the show enough to know better. Nice try.
What, you
so
don't want her to say 97 and now?
Oh, this guy, seriously? Why would you?
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at the Google Drive right now with all of the music in it, and I'm like, I could play some of these, but I won't, Ashley. I won't.
Well, I have it all saved on my computer too, so I can pop it up anytime.
Good. Well, you don't have the ability to pop it up on here right now. So.
I know, but I've made some special stuff, for it. Spruced it up a bit.
Girl out here prepared.
Evidently. So yeah. So Oak Bridge, would you say from a writing perspective it's done, or is it like 90% done, or what would you say?
Well, I would say that it's still in the process of being reviewed, and some last minute edits are being made, but I'd say it's probably right now about 90% done. Like my goal is to have all 10 on your desk by Sunday the 19th or Monday the 20th at the latest. That's timetable right now. But like I've got 2 days off. I have nothing else really to do, so I'll be working hard on that. But yeah, it's just right now it's just all about going through and making sure like typos are corrected, grammar, just any last minute adjustments or anything like that that I feel like needs to be made, because we have had some newer developments that weren't in the original outlines that I had drawn up.
So you had writers going rogue.
Rogue Riders.
No, they have not bailed on me. They've been great. It's mostly been
No.
myself.
We're not. They kind. Did they take tangents?
And kind of do their own thing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that, but I mean, I did.
That's part of the creative process, right?
That's why I had 25 characters in like 4 episodes of one season. It happens.
Good
It happens.
process.
But I wouldn't say they haven't gone too far off course that it couldn't be corrected. I mean, it's all been good stuff. It's just mostly there's been things I felt like needed to be added in because of, again, some recent stuff and moving into like some future season stuff. But other than that, I mean, it's been going. Process has been running very smooth. I've been very happy and pleased with what we've gotten thus far. And have you been? I mean, have you been? Have you read them?
I have read some of them. I have not read all of them. You did send me all of the rough drafts initially, and I started going through them, and I was like, I don't want to. I formatted them. I don't think I finished, but I formatted a lot of them and gave you page counts because I think that's important. Because there were some that, as we found, that were 40 pages and some that were like 16. So, yeah, I'll be very curious to see the end products. I'm hoping some of those got beefed up.
Or they did. Yeah.
Yeah, because 16 minutes in script speak turns into around 15 to 14 to 18 minutes of content, which, I mean, it's all a matter of what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do a short, okay, that might be fine. If you're just trying to do like a transitional episode, that might be fine. James, you got to tell your brother to get a handle on his attitude. Like, that guy is. Can you hear him yelling in the background, Ashley, or is that just me?
I thought I heard something, but I can tell.
And of course, Tyrus is just eager beaver, winner of the auditions. And at least he admits that he's guilty of being a poor writer. Good for you. So I'm wondering, and I didn't look at the episodes that were like super short versus super long. But from your perspective, you've seen the updated drafts. I haven't started looking at them yet. Do you feel that we're going to be closer in page count? Like, are we going to see more consistent length? Because with Murphy's season 1, we had first episode and the last episode. Those ran about 40 minutes. But then the other 4 episodes ran at around 20 minutes. Where in season 2...
Oh, really?
Yeah, go back.
Yeah.
In season 2, we've gotten a little bit more consistent. The episodes are running generally 30 to 35 minutes. A couple of them run a little bit longer, up to like 44 minutes.
Yeah.
But generally...
That's with credits, too. That's with credits involved.
And openings, because some of the openings are...
Oh, yeah. The openings are long, yeah.
But in general, we've gotten the page counts up to be more consistent, and with season 3, I've established with the writers, yourself included on season 3, what my expectation is for page counts. So do you feel that Oakbridge is going to be consistent length, like around X amount of minutes, or is it going to kind of vary?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting them back within a consistent length, not like a huge drop off. Kind of, they're all kind of within the same.
Here's a 40-minute episode, and here's a 2-minute episode.
Yeah. No, it's I definitely got them more consistent.
Good, because that was one of the things, and I told you, I was like, hey, I'm a little bit concerned about the discrepancies here, but it's hard because your series layout is dynamically different than Murphy's Inc. Murphy's Inc. is a lot of quick back and forth, 2 to 5-page scenes. Boom, we move to the next thing. Boom, we move to the next thing. Your show is not like that, and your show also has a lot of audio cues, meaning there might not be dialogue for an extended period of time, but there is stuff happening where there's those audio cues to tell you what's happening.
Yeah, so it'll definitely go at a little bit of a slower pace because of that than Murphy's. So there's stuff to factor in with that, but I'm really satisfied with the direction where we've from what it started to now where we're at in the writing process. I've been very happy with everything. And that's why I'm sending you two at a time because I don't want to get you overloaded.
So ultimately, you're saying Tyrus might get to live to see season 2.
Starting now the bottom right we're here.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done the official employee reviews yet, but I feel like
employee reviews insinuates that you pay these people, so you might want to be careful there.
Writer reviews.
Yeah.
Because I'm certainly not paying them. So
nope.
Not today. Hopefully at some point. We'll see how this whole KaboomCon thing gets. Speaking of KaboomCon, coming up September 7th, 2024. Ashley, are you going to be there?
I will be.
Oh, snap.
So you are making your way out from Georgia, coming all the way out to the left coast, terrible coast, to come participate in the KaboomCon, and you are not flying solo. You're bringing some folks with you. It sounds like, and going to be hanging out. And so, are you
get your room?
Yeah, I already got the room.
Nice. And Tyra says, I'm horrible. Agreed. But y'all keep giving me work. Yeah, we just can't find anyone. So thank you.
Not on purpose.
So are you just coming into town for the event? Or are you going to come in a couple days early, stay a couple days? How's that looking?
So I'll get there on that Thursday and leave on Sunday. So I have time to, look around and go a little sightseeing and stuff.
Okay. Not a lot of sights, but
yeah, as I said, not a lot to see in Carson City.
I mean, one of the things that my wife and I like to do, or we've decided that we're going to start doing, is going to state capitals. Because we work for state government, we're state employees. So we recently went to Idaho and
Boise.
Yes, we went to Boise. And
Smurf turf.
That's not what I was going to say, but yes, we did indeed see the Smurf turf. But we also went to the state capitol. So you could go see the state capitol. It's fine.
Did you guys count Juneau as?
Yes, Juneau, Alaska is Juneau.
No, I'm saying you count. I mean, I was saying, did you count that? Because
we counted in as so much. We've been to that capital.
Okay.
I think I'd want to go back to actually. I don't know if you remember, but their state capitol was basically just I
remember
a building in the middle of the street. It wasn't special, or
it had pillars, and that was about it.
Yeah.
They were talking about there was a proposal to move it to Anchorage, which is the biggest city in Alaska, which is more north.
That's not saying much, though. I mean,
actually, you know what? Actually, it's crazy. It's most of the if I see people from Alaska, coming through the airport, a lot of them have Anchorage, or the cities are very close to Anchorage. So, yeah.
Just so that you know, the population of Anchorage, Alaska, is 288,000 people.
Gee whiz.
That is pretty significant size when you think about it, compared to Juneau at 32,000.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, Juneau is smaller than Newark, California, where James and I are from.
Wow.
And Jenny says, yes, come to the Capitol building. Let's meet up, because Jenny works pretty close to there. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
She'll give you a tour.
Oh, cool.
I don't know about that much, but it's not even the nickel tour, because full price is not worth a nickel. So yeah, the interesting thing about the Capitol is that there's not a lot to see, but it's one of those where it's like, this is a really nice building, but then you go to pretty much any other state capital and you're like, oh, that's nothing. So it's interesting. So Ashley, I know it's getting late on your end. We still have some more stuff to go that we want to blow through that involve Marvel, which seems like it's not up your alley. So I'm going to give you an out and say, before you go though, what else is going on? Do you have anything else fun, exciting to share with the people? The couple, we're up to almost 5,000 people watching right now. So anything fun, exciting you want to share with them?
I don't have really anything at this time. But yeah, I mean, other than like keep your eyes peeled for Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific on the Oak Bridge socials for a nice treat.
What time?
3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific.
And what might people, can you kind of hint? I mean, this is the Fat and Black connection. We're used to like getting the exclusives here.
Oh, okay. That's you. You get the exclusives.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to remember who runs these shows.
Truth.
Well, I mean, all I can, say at this point is, you should probably, it's best if you have earbuds.
Oh,
So
your ears will be delighted. Is that what you're saying?
yes, that's what I'm saying. It's for your ear holes. That's what I'm saying.
The 5 on the head, huh?
Yes. And it's like, it's kind of crazy. Like the more we, wrap up the writing process, it's like the more stuff, we're getting through. Like the art is coming through. It's
Tell
great.
us about the art.
Yeah. So we got Jan, the artist, who I think you are familiar with.
We are
Very familiar. Yeah, we are very familiar with Jan.
He is doing the artwork. He's doing some concepts for the episode artwork. Right now, they look amazing. I wish I could share them all with the world, but in due time, it will happen, folks. But it looks incredible. Like Louis, he's really awesome to work with. He's just about everything that we've discussed, because like I went through and gave him a list with a paragraph of everything I was looking for the artwork, and so far like he's been able to make it happen, and it's been really fun experience to work with him on that. He's super creative, and it's like he takes what I'm thinking out of my head, puts it down, and so it's looking pretty cool. Yeah.
This piece is obviously not for Oak Bridge.
Yeah.
This is the official
Kaboom Con.
It's Kaboom Con. Let's get it right, okay? And Ashley, just this is so. Is this stylistically what we can expect to see for Oak Bridge?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's
I've seen one so far, so it's a little weird for me being involved but not being involved, because I'm like myself. I'm sitting here and I'm like, ooh, what's the next one going to look like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've other than like just the concepts in terms of like actual finished art, I haven't. Other than that one, I haven't. Seen them myself, but he told me today that I should have some stuff sometime later this week. So if he gets me some more finished, I'll definitely send it to you.
Well, that would be great, because we will have to have some kind of exclusivity here at Fat and Black to reveal something at some point.
Yeah. I mean, and
100.
two, like again, like I said, like uh, the quicker we can get the writing process finished, like I think like the more stuff we'll have available to share with the people.
Yes.
And it's
And
almost Christmas time too, so you have to give the people a present.
Gifts.
careful,
Yeah.
Ashley. It's the holiday season.
The holiday season. Well, you
It's
still have
the
to give them
holiday
something.
season.
With and here.
You know, some people are like, I was watching this girl on TikTok or on Instagram or something, whatever. She was like, I gave November 7 days now, and it looked like threw up. Looked like Christmas threw up in her house, and I was like, no, too early.
Yeah, anything earlier than the day after Thanksgiving is too early.
Like, I'll give you Thanksgiving night. Like,
Sure.
that's when I start listening. I start listening to Christmas music on like Thanksgiving night.
And Tara is demanding something. I assume music or art. So we'll see. Well, Ashley, I know it's late and we still got some more stuff to blow through. And so I want to let you have the opportunity to have a lovely evening. Loved having you here. We will have you back again soon when we get closer to Oak Bridge and all of that stuff.
Thanks for stopping by.
But definitely this Sunday, episode 10, Murphy's Inc., Ashley's first audio drama writing to get fully produced.
And Friday specials from Oak Bridge.
Yeah.
That's right.
So whoever's running the social medias at 97 to now, don't forget, keep your eyes peeled. You share it when I post it. I'll tag you so you'll know.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
On the
Yes,
Facebook.
But
Please do.
tag each of us individually as well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because James isn't doing any of it, so
I
yeah,
miss it. So yeah.
I can still tag you. I mean, it's no trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
I still
See?
tag you.
yes, and then maybe he'll see it in the next couple days. So,
Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
all right, Ashley, have a good night. Thank you for being here.
All right,
and
yep.
we'll see you real soon.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks, guys, for
yeah.
having me.
Bye.
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 All right, James, we've got some new content. The next Marvel series trailer.
Yeah.
Echo is coming.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I'm glad they're keeping it gritty. They keep it and then
No bad deed goes unpunished.
and so I'm very interested to see. This is also the first one that's going to be on. It's doing both Hulu and Disney Plus.
And Disney released and specifically said to make sure that your settings allow TVMA.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But also the fact that they're not doing this weekly. They're releasing all of them all on January 10th.
One drop. Yep.
So that's a first too. They, or at least, the only time they did that before was with the Marvel Netflix series, and so they haven't done that yet. So I'm interested to see, why just drop them all. But it's very interesting. Now, Echo is not. She's not a mutant. She's more in the vein of a Daredevil, where because she doesn't have one of her senses, her other senses are heightened. Is that correct?
Hard to answer that question because
we don't know a whole lot about her.
It's not that. It's Miss Marvel in the comic books is not a mutant, but they have made her one.
Mutant. Yeah.
So I can't answer that question. It's what I can't say what they are doing, if that makes more sense.
Right.
I don't know where they're going to go with it.
That's what I mean. Like what I'm saying, what it feels like for me, is that it's more of a daredevil. Well, of course, we don't know exactly where everything's going, but for me, it seems like she's more of a daredevil type character where the because of one sense being gone, the other senses are heightened. Not to where she's a mutant, but hey, yo, when I saw that white suit, I was like, yo, that's classic Kingpin right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's classic Kingpin.
And the mayor from Oak Ridge says, "Thank you for letting Ashley join tonight. I don't like her speaking to the press much. She might give away some secrets, but she did good."
Thank
you, Mayor.
Thank you,
McCheese.
Mayor. Oh, Mayor McCheese. Yo, if you guys don't know who Mayor McCheese is, if you know who Mayor McCheese is, make sure you drop a comment.
So I'll be honest. I'm not juiced about this series. Like I am interested in it from getting some background on Echo, just because I don't know enough about the character and especially how they're going to be using her in this universe. I'm interested in seeing, some more around Kingpin. But the only thing that really interests me is the tagline: "No good deed goes left unpunished." There are many different ways they could have put that. It makes me wonder if we're going to get the Punisher back.
Well, man, that's the thing. There's been talk about, they're supposed to be relaunching Daredevil.
There's been talk that Frank Castle is coming back, and the gentleman who I can't remember his name, who played Frank Castle, the Punisher, in the Netflix verse,
which should be. I mean, I personally think. Well, I know they have Jessica Jones. They have Jessica Jones, and that's the only other one that they brought over from Netflix. Oh, and did they bring the Defenders? I think they brought the Defenders over.
The only one that I have seen so far officially is Matt Murdock.
No, I'm saying like Jessica Jones, like the series, the Netflix.
Oh, the whole series came over. All of them. The Defenders,
all of them came over. Okay,
yeah,
I didn't
Luke
know
Cage. All of them came over.
Okay, I didn't know if all of them came over, but I did know that. I do know at least the only person that is now in the universe is Matt Murdock, aka
officially today.
Daredevil.
Yes. And I'm looking right now because I don't ever like to misspeak. Give me just a moment. Excuse me. The Defenders. So Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders, and Punisher. Yep, they're all there right now on Disney Plus.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not juiced, but if they bring in the Punisher, that might get me there, because I'd like to see more. I'd be fine with them not bringing in Iron Fist.
Yeah, I'd be totally okay with that.
I don't need Danny Rand. And I honestly don't need Jessica Jones either. I thought she was fine, but I don't feel that character brings much to the MCU in general right now.
I mean, I think, well, yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I think Jessica Jones was a phenomenal show. I definitely enjoyed the show, but yeah.
And Tara says, "Don't take this as gospel, but I think she was Kingpin's adopted daughter who found out he actually killed her father, and she is sort of on the same vibe as Daredevil." That's kind of the breakdown of season 1 of Hawkeye.
Well, yeah.
So yes, Tara, that's pretty close to gospel. It's not the exact plot line from Hawkeye, but
well, at least her kind of plot line from Hawkeye.
Yeah. So Tara, if you haven't watched Hawkeye, the series on Disney Plus, and it's a holiday season show, so it's
takes place during the holiday seasons.
It actually released about a year ago.
Yeah.
So that works.
And it will introduce you to Rogers, the musical.
This is true. Which unfortunately we're not going to get to see.
Oh, did they? Is it over?
It's over.
Oh,
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen it. And so again, for those of you that don't know, James and I, we are heading to Disneyland for a few fun-filled days at the happiest place on earth. And however, one of the things that we are going to get that is opening on November 10th in just 2 days.
holiday season at Disneyland.
That's right. It's a Small World. The holiday version opens.
Oh, I haven't done that in a long time.
We still will have the Haunted Mansion in the style of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
However, a big one that is opening after a very long closure and remodel, the Adventureland Treehouse.
Oh yeah, they changed it up again, didn't they?
It is reverting back to the Swiss Family Robinson.
Were they releasing a new movie?
I don't know, but it is modernized. So I don't know if you remember the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse.
I remember.
Before they turned it into Tarzan.
I remember.
But it is significantly different. I've seen there's actually a complete walkthrough.
I don't need that. I'll do it myself.
Exactly. That Disney put out there on YouTube. I watched it for probably the first 10, 15 seconds. And I was like, I'm going to be there soon.
Yeah.
So that opens on November 10th.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going to be happening during our time there.
Nice. I'm
So
excited.
it's gonna be fun. And
Yeah.
you get 2 days at Disneyland and 1 day at California Adventure. Is that right?
Working on that. So apparently,
What?
so the last day, apparently, I gotta keep checking because they say that it changes. And I called guest services today and was like, yo, like, what's the deal? Like, this is what happened. Like, I need to be able to go to Disneyland on the last day. They were like, oh, there's nothing we can do. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's something you can do. But so I'm still working on that because the only thing that's apparently open right now is California Adventure, which makes 0 sense. So when I made my ticket for the 5-day,
Mhm.
I had it. And then when I realized that wasn't going to work and I went to change my ticket, I got the new ticket and I went back in and I got the 3-day through tickets at work or whatever. I called them and they were like, okay, cool. So we got this all figured out. And so I went back in to get because I was like, okay, I canceled one. Now I should be able to just move into the next. And no. So like so what I'm hoping is that in the next couple of days, something opens up, A, or B, when I get there and just be like, yo, like, this is what the deal is. Like, help me out.
Otherwise, your last day, you might be going to California Adventure by yourself.
Maybe, but we'll see.
Cool.
It's not the plan.
Well, moving on, let's talk about quality healthcare that starts here with Roger Willis Children's Clinic. If we could, just for a few minutes, I'd like to make sure we recognize the great work that the Roger Willis Children's Clinic does. Let our family care for yours. Keep your children healthy with pediatric care. When you're committed to kids, it just shows.
What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, what?
What is this?
This serious?
Oh, sorry. It took me a second. I was like, what the hell is it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I get it. I was like, wait, what is this? Got it.
Let's get into episode 5 of Loki, season 2. Man, so we ended episode 4 with a bang and a
Literally.
blackout.
Yeah.
To then move into this episode where everything's going wonky to start.
Haywire.
Haywire, yes, I'll agree with that. And I got to tell you, man, I love this episode where we find out the backstory
Where they were in their own timelines. Yeah.
where they were, when they were, who they were. and OB, who we see here,
Failed author.
a failed author, a PhD, AD Doug, writing the Zartan contingent. But he has this bunker space where he has just created, lots of contraptions. And then here comes Loki with this book that OB wrote. And ultimately, part of the issue is that Loki is time slipping.
Yeah.
And he's moving from a time period to a time period, and he can't really stay anywhere for too long.
He can't control it.
Yeah, he can't control it, and he's moving, and we're seeing these other characters in where they came from.
I was not expecting her to be a pediatrician.
I agree. I love this one.
Yeah, that
Here,
worked out. That was
we'll blow this one up a little bit. Jet ski power. Seize the waves with your own Thrust King, the most advanced watercraft ever, only at Piranha Power Sports.
Yeah.
Limited time offer, buy now. Designed for speed, power, and maneuverability, the high octane Thrust King can be yours with our easy, affordable payment plan. Our chief sales officers will customize a financing program that fits you perfectly. It has never been easier to own a high-end watercraft. Feel the power at your local Piranha Power Sports. Subject to availability, Piranha Power Sports assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors or omissions in the content. The information contained in this ad is provided as an as-is basis, with no guarantee of completeness, accuracy, usefulness, or timeliness. Financing available. Chief Sales Officer.
Great.
So, of course, we're talking Morbius.
Yeah.
I loved it because he references going out on jet skis in season 1,
Yeah.
and lo and behold, that's where he's from. He was a jet ski salesman, and of course, OB, who's given the TVA handbook, has figured out how and created a contraption to be able to create a portal.
Time doors. Yep.
Time doors. Loki is trying to convince Morbius that you got to come with me. I need you.
Yeah. Who had 2 kids apparently.
And I loved the fact that Casey was one of the
criminal.
3,
Yeah, from Alcatraz.
one of the 3 that escaped Alcatraz. So here's the thing: Alcatraz. This is a documented event that happened historically, where these 3 guys escaped from Alcatraz. Nobody ever found them, and it's interesting because one of them clearly was plucked from time.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
And the problem here is we need to put the whole team together,
and one's missing.
So Loki goes to convince Sylvie, who ultimately she's not really interested. She kind of is like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, just
Deuces. Except then things go a little sideways for her. And we're left at the end of the episode with the whole team together.
But the problem is they start getting sucked away.
Yeah, it was almost like seeing people get dusted from Infinity War.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It kind of had that. It was reminiscent of that.
It was that same gravitational pull turning them into spaghetti.
Yeah.
Time spaghetti. And then it was just like, and then at that point also, and one of the cool things was that Loki finally realizes, oh wait, no, this isn't. I can control this,
and he does. So now we move to our finale.
Yeah, this is
tomorrow.
This is the last episode of the season. I mean, I can't see this having this being the end. I see another season.
Well, and so here's my concern. So I'm seeing Captain Marvel tomorrow.
Right.
And so are you.
Right.
Except Loki doesn't come out until 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Well, I'm not seeing. I planned on seeing like the later, like I think it was like a 6:20 show.
Yeah, I'm going around then myself. I think mine's at 6:35. So there is no way I can watch Loki and then go see Captain Marvel. And I don't think they're going to bleed into one another because they would have planned this better, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder.
Well, because it's like technically it comes out on Friday.
Right. So I'm that's where I'm like,
I
are
might
they
have to. Well, I haven't bought a ticket yet. I can go to a later show. There's at least out here there's the 621 that I wanted to go to, and then there was a because I'm just going to standard. I'm not trying to
3D it or
yeah, I don't
4D
need
it
that
or
because most of the time the 3D is not.
D-box it or
Well, and this the one at South Point doesn't have D boxes, but so there's a 620, a 645, 740. Actually, maybe I do the 740 then. 9, 10, 9:30, and 10:30. So I might do that 740 show then.
yeah, and I'm an old man with a wife and kid, so I can't stay up that late. That's why I got to stay. The 6:30 one is already pushing it.
Pushing it.
Did you see the runtime? It's actually pretty short.
No, I didn't.
Hour 45 total runtime, which means that
Oh.
includes credits.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That is short.
That is very short for a Marvel film these days.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't imagine that Loki is going to directly affect the Marvel's film because I still have to imagine they would have had it release a week or two earlier. Yeah, but it is.
Well, like I said,
interesting.
it's supposed to come out Friday, so
Yeah, but that would say you have to watch Loki on Thursday before you go see it Friday. Like that's tight.
yeah. I'm thinking I might watch that. I might watch I might watch that season finale for Miss Marvel.
Because
Just because it,
just for the post-credit scene,
mostly.
that'll probably be a part of the film.
Give me a little, just give me a little refresher of Kamala Khan.
Then you might as well go back and watch the finale of WandaVision.
Spectrum really. She in that? I don't even remember Spectrum in that. I remember her like in the episode, like because the last episode was really her, Wanda versus Agatha. But I remember Spectrum being in the episode before, but I don't remember her in the last.
You want to know what really irks me right now?
Hmm.
Is that we haven't seen White Vision. Because
the one, when the one, the Android version, right? The one that was like made from him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still out there. He exists.
And he did take off because he had to find himself, right?
Yeah. But we haven't seen hide nor hair. And it's been a minute.
Yeah.
We had Multiverse of Madness, and he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the feeling that
we've had Quantum Realm, Quantum Mania.
I get the feeling that something's going to happen in the Marvels that we're not expecting. Whether it's Thor shows up, whether it's
here's a crazy thing. I did see the Rainbow Bridge show up.
That's what I'm saying.
The Bifrost.
Yeah, I told you Asgard. I'm 90% certain Asgard is in the background of some of those shots.
No, I didn't. I'm not saying I saw. I didn't. No, I'm not saying I saw Asgard, but I saw when there's a point when she says, "I called a friend," and you see the Bifrost hit. Mm-hmm. You see at least just the flash of what appears to be the Bifrost. So yeah, I mean, very interested to see what's going on there.
Yeah, and I am pulling it up. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'm just trying to see if I can find a screenshot really quickly to make sure I'm not insane because, I very well could be. It wouldn't be the first time. But I'm watching the trailer right now, trying to find the moment that I'm referring to. And if you could vamp for me for a moment.
No, that's a problem. I'm kind of looking at it on the little screen as well.
Okay, and I could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong. But this, to me, helps if I get rid of that. Looks like it could be Asgard.
No, too many mountains.
What?
It doesn't look like. I mean, it could be another Asgard. I don't remember Asgard being in the mountains like that. I remember it being more flat, or not flat, but I remember there being hills and stuff, but not like that. And it's definitely not New Asgard, unless New Asgard's had some major upgrades.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And actually, that's not even. Now that I'm looking at it, that's not the final trailer.
That's actually that had a combination of old trailer, new, and some new trailer stuff in there too.
Yes. Give me just a moment. I am researching. Now I'm in the actual trailer that released. Yeah, it's the same. It is the same shot. Because,
Well,
anyways,
so we'll see.
And Tara's checking out. Good night, Tara. Have a good night. Good night, Jenny. And I think it's a good night. I think it's a good night for us. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty tired. I have to be up kind of early tomorrow because we have our performance tomorrow for chorus for Veterans Day.